Monae Listens. Welcome to your therapeutic session with your unlicensed therapist. And this is...
Delvin.
Kiki. Hi, Monae.
Durante Devon.
Drina.
Jarvis.
Thanks for coming to my show. I'm happy to have y'all.
Thank you for
Happy
having
to
us.
be here.
All right, so we're going to get this thing started the way I always do. All right. And I'm going to ask y'all questions. And y'all can answer individually. And I'm going to let you go first, and we're going to come around this way. But I'm listening to y'all, so I'm not talking about myself. Anyways. So, so what type of households did everyone grow up in? 2 parents or 1 parent?
For me, it varied throughout life. I had plenty of times living just mother, times living just with father, and then other times living with mother and stepfather, so kind of a mix.
Okay. Kiki?
Mine was definitely just a single parent household. My mom.
Okay. I'll chime in, y'all. Okay, it was my mom and my dad. Shout out to Millie and Ivory.
My mother and my grandmother. Honestly. Yeah.
Okay.
My mother and father were together until I was 2. And then after that, I had a stepfather up until my teen years. And then my mother and father tried to rekindle when I was 16. That did not work. So, yeah.
For me, it's just a 2-parent household, mother and father and stuff. They basically, stayed true to their vows, till death do us part.
Okay.
So that's how they ended up.
Okay, I know that.
That's what's up.
All right. So, what type of affection did you see them express towards their spouse or people they dated?
Not between my mother and father ever, but my mother and stepfather, genuine love. I would say that. My mother supported him no matter what he did. It was years where he didn't even work, but she still respected him as the man of the house, no matter what. When he passed, it kind of did affect me a lot, but that was my true role model for us. What genuine love looks like between them two.
Okay. Kiki?
I can't really say. My mom was like never. Her and my dad were never together. She's never been married. So I can't really say I've really seen
Her
that type
affection.
of affection towards like no man. No.
Oh, okay. How does that make you feel?
I really don't care.
You didn't get, okay, all right.
I mean, I wanted her to be with my dad, but I mean, stuff don't work out the way it's supposed to. So
Yeah, okay, true.
whatever.
That's true. Okay. My parents, they would give cards. Well, my dad always bought my mom flowers and cards during anniversaries and like Valentine's Day, and he got me like cards and teddy bears and stuff, Valentine's Day and stuff like that. So, the same love, I guess, he showed her and celebrated with her, he celebrated with me too. So, yeah, just a little affection. I guess I saw him kiss here and there, but I mean, whatever. But yeah.
My mom was a dude, so I didn't see her do nothing. Like, she, even to this day, she's still like a dude when it comes to her emotions. She don't show them. Like, it can be a lot going on. Like, when my grandfather passed and I seen her cry, I was like, my mom cries. Like, that's all my life. I've never seen her have any emotions to nothing. But she's like a true Aquarius, so.
Okay.
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh. You might have just described it.
No, no.
I don't know too many of them that show emotions. Like,
Do I show emotion? I think I show emotion.
Sometimes I think in a different way.
Yeah, people don't like me. Anyway, what did I see? I mean, there was love and affection. Loud music playing in the house, them dancing around, slow dancing with each other. I saw affection. And I spent a lot of time at my grandparents' house because their house was the spot. And no man tops Big John.
Okay.
He's the GOAT at being a husband. So he did everything he was supposed to do as far as providing and being affectionate towards his wife. So I got to see all that. I'm done.
Yeah. In my household, probably the same. It was my mother and father really showed affection towards each other. They would definitely be entertainers and have friends and things like that over. Entertaining their other friends and having a good time, enjoying each other's company. Their friends and family. My mother and father were really big on family. I got a real large family, and it was always, during holidays and things like that, we would have little gatherings and stuff at the house and everything like that. And it was more or less like, hey, your dad's on his way home from work, and we would all be sitting up there waiting for him to come through the door, and everybody give him a big hug and things like that. So it was really close knit, and you could feel it. You could feel it before it came in the house, when you're in the house, and when you left the house. You could just feel it.
Okay. I like that. Okay. All right. So I'm sure we've all been in relationships, either currently in relationship or have previously been in some. Okay. So this is a question for that. Are y'all ready?
Sure.
All right. So have you ever cheated and why?
Definitely have. When I was young, I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not perfect, and I was still learning as a youth. Kind of followed in my father's footsteps. He was the type of man. Most of my life, I always seen was him with different women all the time. It was never a stable relationship. So, of course, coming to manhood was one of them things where you want to be just like your father to a certain degree. So I would emulate him. So I saw what he did, and I did the same thing. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a good thing at all. During those times, it messed up a lot of relationships with a lot of different people. Good people love me to death, but I did them wrong, and I had to take accountability for that. So that's just how I look at it now.
Okay. All right. What's up, Kiki?
I want to say I'm not a cheater, JK, but back in my younger days, I was probably in my early 20s. I got a little down, with the cheating. I really don't have an answer as to kind of why I cheated. I think maybe I got cheated on first, is what it was, and I had to retaliate,
That
so.
don't count.
It don't matter if you get some get back. You get to get back.
I had to retaliate, and because you're not about to cheat on me.
That woman did nothing wrong.
So thank you. I did it, and I don't know. It was fun.
That's all that matters.
Okay.
It ain't easy.
Okay.
No, don't skip over you.
I have never cheated.
Is
Never
there a
cheated.
particular reason why?
I don't believe in cheating. I'd rather not be in the relationship anymore if I want somebody else.
Okay.
But I'm loyal. Period.
Okay.
It's in my veins. What about you?
Okay, so I just want to start off by saying I'm a Scorpio, so we ran by loyalty, right? So in all seriousness, I never physically.
Scorpios are loyal?
Yeah, that's what we run by.
Okay.
Genuine ones. I mean, most of the ones I know, but anyways.
Alright.
So when it comes down to it, I've only cheated in revenge. I never physically went out there and just started messing with somebody else. I got cheated on, and I pondered it for a week, and I was like, I ain't gonna leave. I'm gonna get your ass back, and that's what I did.
Okay.
And I got that ass back, and then I felt like shit afterwards.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then that was the first and last time I ever did it,
Okay.
and I was 21, 22.
Okay.
Nope, never cheated.
Never cheated?
No,
No revenge cheat.
nope. Not gonna say anything about it, but no, never cheated.
Alright. Jarvis?
Well, I think I'll say probably some of it's been on more or less a revenge thing.
Emotionally cheated.
Yeah.
For sure. I didn't have somebody to be a confidant that was outside of our relationship. So if you want to consider that as a form of cheating, then I have cheated like that. I haven't physically had sex with you, but I've confided in you.
I consider that cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physically having sex, but having friends, I don't consider that cheating.
And it just all depends, like he was saying, on your agreement as far as your relationship, because each person is different. Some people don't see it
everybody
like
I think is different. It would just be like your love language. Everybody has different love languages.
Okay. All right. So next question is, have you been cheated on, and why do you think you got cheated on?
I definitely have been cheated on. I know exactly why. Guess. During that time, me and my kid's mother actually.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names, but no. During that time, it was a lot of trauma going on when we first got together. We both came from bad relationships, so we wasn't really ready to get together, but we didn't realize at that point in time. So a lot of bad things happened really, really fast. And through that, it was a point in time where I had done something beforehand, doing a breakup weekend, in which I wasn't honest with her and told her, hey, this is what happened. I just kept to myself thinking, hey, what you don't know won't hurt her. But of course, as they say, everything comes to light. And I said like a month later, that's exactly what happened. The other girl contacted and told her everything. So she would tell me for days or weeks, I think, I'm going to cheat on you. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm going to do it. And every day was like, oh, well, never mind. I was saying this to hurt you. Until one day she contacted me, called me and said, hey, yeah, I already did. And, some other things happened. So I had to deal with that. It took me a long time to, process that. We still not together today, but, we're a lot better than we were years ago. Because now, that was almost 8 years ago now. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it took a process. I can say that much. It made me realize that the pain of what it can be like when you are cheated on. Because, I've done a lot on my end, but when it happens to you, you find to realize, okay, this is what it really feels like.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad you felt that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt it before. That was more like puppy love when like
But it
high
came from
school. So
your
it didn't
baby
really
mama.
feel the same. It's like, okay, yeah, I can just find someone else.
Baby
But
mama
someone
made
I
that
truly,
chest hurt.
truly love,
Just
it's a
kidding.
different
Look at
feeling.
the chest.
feel like it was near
I think it's a different feeling when you just find out someone cheated on you versus them telling you up front, hey, I'm going to cheat on you and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
It's like what's going to happen, you just don't win or that's a good feeling.
Over time.
Yeah, it's like you just hoping it don't happen and it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kiki?
I'm trying to avoid that.
I've definitely been cheated on before.
Okay.
I don't know why I was cheated on, but I found out because he started acting a little funny. So, I stole his phone one time and went into the bathroom, and then I seen that he was cheated on me. And I'm not going to say any names, but you still follow me on social media. I ran into the bathroom, and I looked through his phone, and the girl that he was cheating on me with, he said there was nothing. And then he moved her down here from Mississippi.
Oh, dang.
So it was crazy, and then they end up getting together, and he still was trying to get it in with me.
Oh,
so it just was a mess because I was really good to him. That was not the first person, but I was like, I didn't cheat on him, and I'm proud of myself for not doing that. Well, I did cheat on him. I have to think about it. I did cheat on him, but that's because he cheated on me. He was cheating on me, and he had me messed up. But that's the only time I'd have been cheated on before in my life.
Alright, so I've been cheated on
Oh yeah.
in my younger years. The guy that I was dating, he was young, an idiot. And he cheated on me. He just wanted his cake and to eat it too. He just kept going back between me and this other girl for a long time. And I guess he really liked me and he really liked her. And then he cheated on me with her. And then I guess he was cheating on her with me. I don't know. Just a bunch of triangle full of cheating. But yeah, I got cheated on. He just didn't know what he wanted. I'll say that.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he wanted us both.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I have been cheated on. Men are narcissistic. They think about themselves. They want everything that they want. They want you, them, they, her, him, everybody. But I mean, honestly, that's what it is. I know, I'm a real person. Like, when I first started messing with somebody, I tell you who I am from the jump. I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing, because later on, when you find out that some mornings I got an attitude out this world and I don't want you to talk to me, I don't want you to act like it's new, so I'm telling you from the jump. So I'm very transparent about who I am from the get-go, and I'm always myself. So I don't feel like there's nothing I did that made you want to cheat. I feel like you just wanted to cheat because you had the opportunity to do it, and you felt like you needed to do it, and you did it. Cool. I caught you, and I played the same game. I just played it better because you never found out until now.
Oh.
Okay, have I been cheated on? Yeah, but I am that person. Everything is cheating. If I don't know, you're cheating. You are not allowed to talk to anybody you've laid with, thought about laying with, liked too many pictures, none of that. So, yes, I've been cheated on.
She got zero tolerance.
Right, no room for error.
Zero.
You start this phone away right now.
Yeah.
It's on the whole phone away.
If you don't want your partner to know about it, then you're cheating.
Yeah.
I get that.
I get that.
Like, it's just. And why? Hold on, wait. And why would you continue or even start to do something of that nature? I have no idea. Because you say why we're cheated on. I don't know. Because I'm great. Continue.
Well, I've been cheated on a few times, and I've, early on, I guess I would ask myself why. It's not even a question why. I don't really bother myself with that because I'm a firm believer that nowadays, and even back then, you're really not the only person that somebody's talking to.
Right.
If you want to, if you really love and truly want something better for that person, you want to try to work it out with them. Ultimately, they need some help. They need some help. They need someone to talk to, because evidently when we go to our homeboys, when we break up with our girlfriends, it's nothing really positive. It's get back out there. Too many fish in the sea. Women have something. It's a little bit different with females. You have that, somebody to confide in, console you a little bit. 1 or 2 days, guys, is back out there. They don't want to have that feeling.
The brotherhood sucks, right?
Yeah,
Well,
in some aspects, yeah.
I guess it would depend on like the people that you hang around with.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I like that. That got a little deep. All right. Hopefully it gets deeper with this. All right. So, do you believe that the government is the reason the black man is no longer in the home, or is it because of himself? And that's just an excuse nowadays.
Do I feel like the government is to blame? At one point, yeah, I can say that. It started the process.
Okay.
But more recently,
Where we are today.
where we are today now, it's really on us, but it's almost like a learned trauma type thing, where our grandparents, stuff like that, they went through that and they were actually forced out. And it built habits, I can kind of say that, and we learned those habits from our grandparents and our parents, so we emulate that. So of course it's still gonna go on, even if that's still not the case today. Like, of course the government's not keeping us out the house now, but those same learned habits that they built up during those times are still there. We're still going through and still doing the same thing. So I think it's a little bit of both. It's just, yeah. How do you feel?
Oh.
It's ours.
Zoned out.
Like, I ain't in it.
No, definitely. I agree. And back then, more so of the government, but now I think it's more so a choice to not be in the household.
Yep.
Because we all have choices. And being black now, like, you can do a lot more now, I feel like, than you could back in the day. So we breaking levels and evolving. So for me, I definitely feel like it's a choice. So
I feel like it's a choice. We get in this discussion about women would rather choose Section 8 and welfare over being with the black man, and I disagree, because if that man is willing to take care of his family and his home, she's definitely going to be with him. And I think it's an excuse nowadays. So yeah, that's my feelings on the point.
Who is on me now? Honestly, I think it's a little bit of both of them. I feel like the traumas, it's kind of like how when, as a Caucasian group of people, right, you teach your kids to hate black people. I feel like it's the same way. We've been taught so much that we wouldn't really amount to much, whether you're a black male or a black woman. And it's just like, your family as a black family, they teach you to keep your head down. Don't be essentially like the person that's out loud and being like, I'm proud to be black, I'm gonna do this. They teach you to just be like, all right, keep your head down, hustle, get what you need to get, grind. And I think that like a lot of times, just from my perspective of seeing stuff through life, I've seen a lot of women who act like they don't want a man, don't need a man, don't need him for anything. And so when you're already being taught, hell, I'm useless in the household anyways, it automatically puts that, like, I don't need to be there. And then you have people that haven't experienced that. They have been shown that, you need to be in a household, but then they choose to go and do whatever they want to do. I think it's a mixture of both of them. It's a mixture of choice and a mixture of being just learned pattern. Mm-hmm. So that's just my opinion on it.
Okay.
It's definitely a choice now. It was a choice even back in the day, because Bertha was not leaving Earl for no freaking government assistance, no EBT. If Bertha and Earl were happy, Bertha and Earl stayed together. Now, Elma across the street with Sonny, and Sonny beating on the woman, cheating on the woman. She at home all day with the kids, and she feeling like nothing. Yes, she left because it's like, okay, the white man gonna provide me with a roof and food. I ain't gotta deal with this fool hitting on me and cheating on me no more. Right. So when black people say that what the white man did, they came and dropped drugs off in the hood, they gave out welfare, they did that. Happily black couples, that did not affect them whatsoever. It was the ones that was already struggling. Men of today, can I cuss?
Go ahead.
They're bitches.
Oh.
I like it.
Go ahead, let me out. I'm here for it.
They're bitches. And they just don't want to be at home. They'd just rather go out here and lay down with doggone Keisha, Tanya, and whoever else. They don't care about their kids. They only care about their kids when they can get to that woman.
That's my daddy.
If mama get a coochie, then I love you, baby. But if mama don't get a coochie, then I'm over here playing house with somebody else.
And they kids.
I ain't looking at them. I'm talking about myself. let me make that clear. I'm not talking about myself. But it's somebody I'm thinking about.
You must know my daddy.
I'm not talking about
Daddy don't see this. Daddy don't see this.
I'm not going through that, but I'm thinking of a bum ass nigga. But anyway,
So you think
sorry.
it's a choice?
Yes, it's definitely a choice. Black men, like just black people as a whole, we have so many excuses for the way we are, and it's like we got to get past that. Everybody's so damn woke now. If we so damn woke, why are we still on the same bullshit?
Because they ain't woke.
They're not really woke.
That's the thing.
They're not really trying to wake up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I sit here and I watch other people's podcasts, and I'm just like, y'all saying all the right things, but y'all going back and doing bullshit. Because we know everybody business out here. Like it's social media, we know everything about everybody. And yeah, get off of that because I feel this is about to go somewhere.
Oh, I was feeling okay. All right.
I think it's a little bit of both. Like my parents, they grew up in the 30s, so they grew up in the Great Depression. My parents were in their mid-30s, early 40s when I was born. So
wait, hold on. They grew up in the 30s.
Yes.
Your grandparents?
No, my parents.
Your parents grew up in the 30s?
Yeah, well, my dad did. My mother was born in 41 and my dad was born in 35.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So my dad was 40, just about to turn 40 when I was born. My mom was 34.
Okay.
So my parents, you know, they had to work before they went to school. So getting a high school education was, you know, very important. Back then, family was important. So you didn't have all the separate stuff that you have going on now. You know, the men, my uncles that were, you know, they were in the house. I mean, I had an uncle, I got an aunt right now that's living, she had 13, 15 kids by one man. And those type of bonds and commitments to not only your significant other but your family, that doesn't exist now because of how they're brought up differently. Of course, the time is different, jobs and all these things. You know, you can think back then. You know, if certain black people, hey, you know, they had to draft back then. So hey, you was going with Uncle Sam's took you at a certain age, you was gone. But you was able to provide for your family too. You know, they was giving you an outlet.
Yeah.
Now you got better jobs, better situations, better resources to be in the home. I think it's choice, but I think I think at the same time, they've got to see something positive out of it. You know, a lot of people that, you know, may have had parents that have divorced and stuff like that, and got, you know, maybe a stepdad or a stepmother. You know, those things, some people don't understand that, and they don't see that bond. But I think that so far as black men are concerned, being in the household, now we have an opportunity now to be so more in the household. We're making a lot more money. We got a lot more opportunities then.
Sometimes it takes you to be with a woman who is more nurturing than your mother was to show you that you have to, as a man, that you have to be more of a man. Like, I just hate to say it like that, but it is the truth. And when it comes to like even dads being active, like there are a lot of more active black men than there are in any other ethnicity of parents, right? But with that, if your dad is not a nurturing father, you wouldn't know to be this type of man. Like some men are there, but they so hard and so strong, so you think that's what you got to be. When a lot of times you really just need you need that nurturing part from your father. Like, it's different. It's that care. Like, it's okay to drop a damn tear. It's okay to be there, and if you don't know something, it's okay to let your woman or your significant other teach you how to be that person. It's okay you just don't have that. So it's a lot of BS in the whole thing. Like, for real. I mean, and it's so funny because it's like the moment that it's a man not doing this, it's like, all right, here we go. We getting beat down by the black woman. But in the same token, black men beating down black women. So it's like it's just constantly going back and forth of beating each other down instead of really listening to each other, sitting down and talking.
That's why we're here.
I mean, even add on to that.
I just think, like, regardless of whether somebody call you a simp, if you stay true to who you are and you present yourself in that positive light and you keep uplifting, all it's going to take is you to constantly keep doing that for it to change. Like, you know, it only takes one man to change the world. All you got to do is constantly keep showing that. You know, we tend to talk about people being focused on negative things all the time, but that's because y'all shine light on the negative. When you see somebody being positive, shine the light on somebody being positive. Like,
like I did volunteer service. So I did Big Brothers Big Sisters for 3 years, and I did it at Morris Elementary, and then I did it at Stone Middle School before they closed. And you know, kids are very, 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 very intelligent. And they know exactly what's going on in their surroundings. And it went from myself and the gentleman I was working for of having, one or two kids to talk to, at lunch, to all of a sudden the whole cafeteria joining in and wanted to participate. Well, now that you see this is the communication that they're lacking.
I mean, I think it just all breaks down to how present you are as a parent in your household. Like whether it's a single parent household or a two-family household, a two-parent household, it's about being present. I mean, if you allowing social media to raise your child, then that's not nobody's fault but yours. Yeah, we know it's a lot of negative, and we should start promoting positive stuff on social media so that for the kids that are not being raised by their parents can see something positive. But at the end of the day, it all results back down to the particular person as a parent. Like, I hear so many times people like, oh, this celebrity this, that celebrity this, and they should be ashamed of themselves doing that because kids watching. Well, shit, I remember when I was a kid, it was stuff that I couldn't watch on TV as an adult because my mama was active. Like, I didn't have my dad there. He just was with his other women and other kids. My mom literally was like, y'all can't watch that?
Yeah.
I be damn shitting me.
Yeah.
It's about the
Yeah.
parents. You got to be active.
I worked the doggone Glorilla concert, right? They had their children in there, 5, 6 years old, with Glorilla up there saying, what she say? A nigga almost trapped her last year. That nigga you fucking on, continue doing that and abort your babies. With 5 and 6 year olds in there. 8, 9, 10 mamas in there. They knowing every single word to all of her songs. All this, the ski, they know every single word and throwing their little hoo-has back and forth, just twerking it. And I'm just like, you nigga bitches. You nigga bitches. Like,
I would use that word.
I have to bleep that out.
I'm sorry. It was sad.
I like that.
It was
Yeah.
sad. There was no reason.
I just had this conversation with my homeboy right before I came here. Matter of fact, that a lot of parents nowadays, they want to be their kid's friend, not parents.
Oh, absolutely.
They want, so you can't tell them that their kid did anything wrong. My baby is perfect. Then they sit there and see them doing something wrong just like that, and they think it's adorable because they're so young. Oh, this is so cute. They just trying to be like me. Until they get of age and they keep doing it. So, oh, well, I don't know where you got it from. Why you still doing this? It don't make sense. You showed them that for so long. That's all they know.
Yeah.
And I think it's a balance of being a parent and a friend. Like, it's a balance between
It's a
it.
tightrope.
But it's just like, really, anything that sexualizing kids, their asses don't need to be doing. They need to be kids.
Yeah.
When they get of age, they gonna go through that. They don't need to go through it before they are of age. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I remember when that Savage TikTok trend was going out and they was doing that. All that shit.
Yeah.
They was doing that. I had a problem with it. Like, when I said, my best friend is the best mom I've seen in parents ever. Like, she's so active and she's so present. But I remember when the first time her child did that, and I was like, whoa, you letting your child do that? Out of all people. And she was like, you know what, you're right. And she did that. That shit right in the butt. Because it was just like, she don't need to do that. She's fine, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way a 5-year-old should be twerking.
Yeah.
My child loves to dance and is begging to be on a dance team, but we don't have any classy black dance teams in Huntsville.
You gotta go to the white ones.
And that's what, and
And
she's
they
tired.
dance
And
stiff.
she's tired
Right.
of being around non-black people because that's the school she goes to. She plays volleyball. She's always the only black on her team. She wants to be around black people so bad, but I'm like, where are the good ones?
Dang, Trina.
She even wants to go to a black school. I'm like, do we have? I mean, I guess a private school. But it's sad. Like, black people are a problem. It's
I'll
not
say
the
so.
white man.
So-
Black people
Some
are.
of us are.
But even the good, like, then that's the thing. Like, even the ones, because I know everybody. I know the bottom of the barrel drug dealer that only sells his little dime bags, and I know the top lawyers of Alabama. Not Huntsville, I mean Alabama. And when I say they're all trash. Trash from the bottom all the way up to the top.
But a sprinkle of good in there.
It's a few of us that's good, but
You have to divide it. So are you talking about trash in relationships? Or are you talking about trash just overall people as a person?
In relationships, and everything stems from the home.
Okay.
Like that's when people ask, what can we do for the black community? It gotta start at home. The homes are screwed, and I blame black men. I'm sorry, I do. I blame black men for literally everything. Like, black men are the problem.
It's definitely a combination of both.
Because y'all are the leaders, though.
It's becoming, because black women are...
Black women are leaders, too. And that's what they tend to forget, is that it's not just one person's role to lead. Who made that a thing? The woman should be able to lead as well. I mean, it's things that you can learn from a man. From a woman, as a man from a woman. A woman should be a leader as well. I think y'all need to trip it.
You know, we all have a responsibility, you know, when it comes to your children, whether you're the man and the woman. And we have our duties. And I think that we're very modern nowadays. So where back in the days it was, you know, there was a lot of restrictions on females on.
Well, take me back.
You know what I'm saying?
Home,
but there are. I think now what we're having is that we have a lot of.
That's what I do. That's what you do anyway. She's talking about take me back. Girl, that's what you do.
We have a split thing because like I've dealt with the females that I've dealt with have had children. Of course they wasn't with their baby fathers and things like that. And they were young girls and young boys. Mm-hmm. And I think what I observed from each one of them, different ages, different upbringings, is that they didn't want to release their womanness. They wanted to be a man. They wanted to be the one in control. They wanted to wear the boxers. They didn't want to be feminine. And
what is that?
Somebody just tell me what it is.
I don't understand why there's a barrier.
Because there are women that have dude tendencies, right? They're more masculine than they are feminine in the relationship, right? So they want to be.
I can say it. Essentially, what he's trying to say is you have a lot of women with. Yeah, I say I want the man to leave. When we try to lead is, well, I ain't listening to you. Anything I say, no matter what it is, you have to combat it. It's okay, we're supposed to be a team. You want me to be a leader, let me lead. But we can't get nowhere if you don't let me do nothing. It's like, why are we doing this?
There's some compromising in there. There's some compromising.
I had that same issue with me and my kid's mother early on. Even with raising the boys, like, we keep saying, okay, like how you say it's the man. It's both. Because there's plenty of time when I try to discipline the kids. Early on, hey, let's set this guideline so we don't act out. Well, you can't tell them what to do. My babies can do whatever they want. They're my kids. A lot of that because she wanted to combat me. But now, a lot of women are single mothers at least. Not all of them are good mothers. Mm-hmm. Now, they're doing the best they can at that point in time, but a lot of them have toxic traits. Mm-hmm. I've seen so many raised little boys, and you hear them all the time, they look, oh, he's going to be a lady because he's going to have all the women.
I hate that.
But you hate when men did it to you, but you teaching your son from early on to go do the same thing.
Oh, it burns.
Then when your daughter, if she's a single mother with a daughter, she's always aggressive with it. She will never had a connection with her daughter. She want to be mean, and she feel like she's competing with her daughter at times. Mm-hmm. So it's not just the man. I say it's both parts.
And I want to address this. It ain't just single moms.
Yeah.
Literally, I have a cousin, my favorite cousin in the world, but her mother compete with both of her girls.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what I'm talking about. So it's like, you know, it ain't just single moms. It's women. It's a woman. It's a type of woman. It's not every woman. It's a particular type of woman. So it's like, it's easy. It's real easy for everybody to point the blame on the man. It's real easy for us to point our finger back at a woman, but really, it's literally both of the genders. And the thing is, everybody has this thing that a man gotta be so masculine and so macho and this, and a woman gotta be so soft and so feminine. No, forget that. Like, if if she wants to wear the panties in the relationship and you gotta wear the panties, damn it, you just better wear the panties and do it right. Shit, it's
if that works for you guys,
right? But it's based off of that particular household. Like, I mean, I've literally seen relationships and marriages that thrive where the woman is more of the man in the relationship than the man is. She do all the, she go out there, she the breadwinner, she coming home, she making demands, she doing this, and he taking care of the house, and it works for them. And then I seen it backwards, where the man is doing all the stuff and the woman is playing that role that they say that women play. But I don't feel like there should be a particular role that either gender play. It just based off of what your situation and what goes for you in your household. It's so easy to just say, you should be manly because you're a man. Shit, if he wasn't built like that, he wasn't built like that. If he a bitch, he a bitch. And then she love that bitch and let her love that bitch. I'm just saying. Let people figure it out. But the thing is, you just gotta have an open space for people to be comfortable, be themselves. And it don't matter whether you a man, woman, straight, gay, bi, yellow, purple, pink, green. Whatever. Just be yourself. Be happy in your space. Maybe that girl might not like you because you're not as manly as she like, but it's gonna be one that's gonna adore you. So
All right then. I like that. All right. Let's go to the next
Shout out
thing.
to the women that got bitches for me.
Oh, ouch.
Well.
All right, so I'm gonna ask 2 questions in one, so you can answer them both. All right. Do you still believe in love and marriage? Why or why not?
I believe in both of them.
Okay.
It just depends, on the person I'm with at that point in time. I'm at a point in my life now where I can live either way, where it's either A, I'm committed to one person, married, or just enjoy my time with people while I'm with them. It doesn't really matter to me just at that point in time who I'm with. I believe marriage is still a beautiful thing, though. I do believe in that. Being committed to one person is an amazing feeling. And I've had moments where I was doing that, but even growing up and seeing it, it's just seeing someone hit that 20, 30-year mark being married. It's like, man, y'all lasted this long. That's an amazing feeling. Mm-hmm. That's an accomplishment that we don't glorify enough. But I would say in modern times, it's also very, very hard to find. Mm-hmm. You really can't trust too many people, so it's like, okay, at this point in time now, to adjust to modern times, you kind of just got to enjoy your time with people, and that's it. If I'm with you for a day or two or just a couple months, cool, it was great while I lasted, but no one's trying to last long. We say we want it, but none of us actually putting the work in to make it work.
Okay. What about you, Kiki?
What's the question, sir?
All right.
Sorry.
I love it.
Do you believe in love, and would you like to get married?
Fuck.
Right to the point.
At this point, I do believe in love and stuff, I love everybody. But
I like that answer.
at this point, I don't really care if I get married or not because fuck it. I don't really care. I would like to one day eventually get married and have some kids. Just 2. And a dog. But other than that, if it happened, it happened. And if not, I'll be content. Because I'm not about to waste my time with somebody for years on end. And it don't mean shit. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I do believe in love, and I would like to get married one day. I think love is beautiful. The unity is beautiful. The friendship is beautiful. The partnership is beautiful. So, yes, I would love to get married one day. And I do believe in love.
Do I believe in marriage, and do I still believe in love? I do believe in both. Am I actively seeking both? No. I honestly feel like I'm working on myself to be the best me I can be. And I feel like when the time is right, it will attract to me. Like, I will attract it if it's meant to be. But I do believe in marriage. I do believe in love. But I don't look at marriage like other people look at marriage. It's more of like a partnership through life. And I even look at it as a business. A business. I look at marriage as a business. Like, it's not just about, love, because in relationships, love is not the only thing that's gonna make it last.
Or pay the bills.
Right. It's not. I was just talking to my mom about this the other night. Like, we was talking about love, and it's just been blowing my mind. She's been more open about her feelings. But I was just like, she was talking about her friend and their relationship and like how they still together, and I was like, Mom, she might not love his ass just because she with him. It takes more than love to make anything work. You constantly got to choose that person, whether you love them or like them today or not. Because it's not gonna be every day where you can be like, I just really love your ass. It's gonna be days where you can be like, I don't fucking like you. Wish your ass would go fall off a bridge, die. Like, that's not love. You know what I'm saying?
I want to drop this weight on your chest.
Right. So it's more of a partnership. It's more of a business. When you invest in your life and your time into that, no matter how long it lasts, because people make it seem like just because you divorced 2 years in doesn't mean that you had a successful marriage. That could have been a successful marriage. Just because it ended at 2 years doesn't mean that it wasn't successful. Everything isn't supposed to last for a long time. Not every marriage is going to last for a long time. You have those people who stay married for 70 years.
What's the point? Oh, I mean, if it's not going to last, then what's the point in trying or doing that?
But this is the thing. You never know if something's going to last when you're doing it. When you first got with your baby father, right?
Oh, gosh. We're not adding it. Take me out of the equation.
No, but all seriousness though. When you got when you got with Cuz though, right? You had this ideal of that it was gonna be something, right?
Yes, I was in love.
Right, and you wanted it to last, right?
Okay,
you thought
yeah.
it was gonna last, but you didn't know it was gonna play out the way that it played out.
Yeah.
Does anyone ever know that it's gonna play out the way it's gonna play out? I'm pretty sure when my grandmother married my grandfather and they was married for 21 years and then he decided to cheat and be with someone else, I'm pretty sure she didn't know that back when they was young getting married. People change, people evolve. So it's just like, yeah, you might be in the fit for each other for 10 years. But who's to say that the person that you are 10 years from now is going to be the same person that wants to be in love with that person? Because you're growing, you're changing. And the thing is, you might grow apart. You might change. You might see that it's something in you that doesn't align with that person anymore and y'all not fit. Doesn't mean that your marriage wasn't successful. It's just, it can't go any further. So you have to leave it alone.
Well, y'all try therapy first before you part ways. Try at least try to make it work,
I don't think that you should not try, but I also don't think that you should hold on to something that's not benefiting you, because then that's toxic.
Amen.
So it's a mixture of whether it's worth it or not. Sometimes people can tell before they even have to go to therapy if it's worth trying. People say that you give up, where we give up on stuff. You can see. If you're woke, if you're paying attention, regardless of whether you love somebody or not, if you're paying attention, you can see if this is going to benefit you, if it's just going to be something that you want to stay in. So you're looking like, okay, shit, you're doing this X, Y, Z. You're not really caring about how I feel about stuff. You're not doing this. There's no need for me to continue to try. It's time to walk away. And the smartest thing to do is walk away, cut ties, and be done with it.
Yeah.
And people make it seem like it's so hard to just let somebody go. It's not.
I think people become comfortable.
You become complacent with something, and you don't want to let it go because you still love that person.
And you don't want to be alone sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. It's like you see the signs when something's dying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when people die. You see it coming.
Sometimes.
Yeah, unless it was unexpected death, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you grow old and you die, like you supposed to do, you see it in relationships. Like, I can't tell you, I done been in a couple toxic relationships, and I'm not going to act like I didn't see it coming. Did I want to see it coming? Hell no. That's why I turned the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? I turned the other cheek. Right. I turned the other cheek, and then at the end of the day, I ended up hurting myself by not paying attention. Like, this shit was over with, and I knew it. And the funniest thing is, like, my last situation, I even told my friends, like, shit, this is dead. Hell, don't get used to that. That motherfucker ain't living here, you know? But I stayed in it thinking, like, shit, let's see if this works, you know? I feel this type of way. I don't really want to let it go yet. You don't do nothing but hurt yourself.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Drina.
Do I believe in love? Yes, we can love anything. We love dogs. We love cats. We love drugs. I don't know. People love things. I don't know. And as far as marriage, this is me speaking. If you are a person that wants to get married that is beautiful, it's not for me. I don't think there's a man out there good enough for me. Yeah, I don't think there's a man that can meet the standard of the respect that he has to have for me. Like I told you, too many likes on a picture, conversing with anybody you've laid with, thought about laying with, too doggone friendly. That is all cheating in my book.
But why though?
It is.
As to why you get to that point, it's like all of these things are just so bad. Some of these can be innocent still.
And
like I can understand.
Men are not.
So first of all, social media for me at least.
Do you like
This is
girls?
social media.
No.
Yeah.
You might need to like girls. You might need to like girls.
I hate females.
I've
And they hate me too.
Shit, I'm sorry. I ain't never trying to promote nobody to be gay, but you might be.
I've had relationships where the woman kind of said the same thing. Like, you like too many girl pictures. You like this girl picture, it means cheating. But I know she's bi. She's liking the same pictures. So are you cheating too? Because we liking the same shit.
The girl's picture?
Yeah, we liking the same one picture.
But why are you liking it?
Why you like
I'm
it?
scrolling. Exactly. Why are you liking it too then?
Because if I see a bad thing, if I see a bad thing on Instagram or something, especially with me looking the way I look right now, and I'm like, that's body goals. Heart.
Well, why can't we be like, that's body goes for Barry?
I won't gonna say it.
No.
Oh my god.
I don't put too much weight into social media like that, because the same way you wouldn't want me liking all these girls' pictures for whatever reason. I feel the same way about you liking a bunch of men's pictures.
And I wouldn't do it.
But how I look, for me at least, this is why it's a conversation between me and that person we get together at least.
Mm-hmm.
Social media's not a big of a deal to me. Liking someone's picture, I can care less about all the pictures you like.
What if it's pictures of him cooking food?
Again, I can care less about you liking pictures.
It all depends on the type. See, that's the thing.
My thing is
Types
this.
of pictures.
My thing is this: social media.
Yeah,
it's like the goal of social media.
So
is
if
liking
they're on
comments
Twitter
someone's post.
watching porn, that's cheating.
But
See, but see, like because when you like
likes, I don't care about. Comments, I do.
Okay, let me go
Comments,
back.
I do.
Okay.
If you comment
Comment is bold though.
for me, it's
that's real bold.
if you comment on another dude's picture, something simple, like if he just dressed fly, I can acknowledge another dude dressing fly, something like that. If you comment, oh, that's a nice outfit, something simple, cool. But certain things, okay, you leaving hard eyes and all that. Now that's a whole
What
new
about the
flirting.
fire signs?
It depends on the picture.
Like
Yeah,
they clean
exactly.
as hell and you just leave.
Yeah,
There's
so
nothing
you
wrong
can like
with that.
With the
somebody's
heart at the
pic.
end.
There's nothing.
Fire, heart.
Why
So
is the
what
heart
you going?
This is why I question certain things. Like liking someone's picture, that I can care less about
Too
that.
much of it.
Okay, that's a big
There's
story.
too much. Now,
So
if
now
you
if it's-
just, okay,
if I'm
say you're a
going-
phone goer through her.
Your phone
Now,
going
yeah, if you
through
go to
it.
my whole
Okay.
like section, and my whole likes is nothing but women in bikinis and something like that, then that's a problem.
All right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
If all my likes is nothing but women in like lingerie, something, yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah, now
If it's just a healthy mix, I got all kinds of.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
this. I dated a young lady, and we dated for a long time, and we were not social media friends at all. Fast
Red
forward, the soon as I dated a girl,
Still gonna cringe.
and we get on social media, that's where the problem
Frame rate.
started. I had more success from a previous 8 year without even being on social media. You think about it, if you were dating somebody and let's just say you didn't have cell phone stuff.
Hold on, wait. How old are you?
I'm 48.
Okay, makes a big difference.
You wouldn't hear from your significant other until they got home. Now we're dependent on hearing from these people throughout the day while we are working. You see what I'm saying? You know, and we tend to think that they're doing other things besides being at work when they don't respond accordingly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like if I knew she was at work and I knew her work schedule, otherwise be texting her or calling her on home lunch, I don't have no reason to communicate her until she gets home. But we build these things in habits and routines that I got to hear from you that before you go to work, sometime while you're at work, at lunch, midday, and then when you get off. About time you get home, you ain't got shit to talk about.
But I think
because we've been talking all throughout the day. You've got to keep the interest level up between each other. If we keep, you know what I'm saying, we're creatures by habit.
Right.
And I had a better communication with the young lady when she was like, well, why don't you be my Facebook friend? We together in real life. What does this matter?
See, that's a problem.
Why do you have your Facebook if she can't be your friend on Facebook? You might as well deactivate.
We are together in real life. What matters to me is real life.
Because what the hell you doing on Facebook? I can't
So we might be together, but
see, this is what I'm saying. See,
but see, this is the thing, right? You gotta, but you know what? People start those issues with you, and it starts because like people tend to do a lot to get you. Right.
Well,
and then when they get you, like, cause you used to text me all day long, so you made me comfortable. You made me have that as a habit. Now I'm talking to you all day long. It's easy to say.
I'm saying,
you shouldn't talk about
it depends on how.
It's not realistic when you start that relationship like
that. How you start off. Like I met her through my job. You know what I'm saying? She was a customer. We started talking, and a lot of stuff she took over from her last relationship because she wasn't over it, into what we were doing.
Right.
All out of the phone. You know, I'm sitting up here and she's at a sporting event with me, and I look at her, I'm in the stands, and she runs off with my coat. Well, I know my phone, it's in my coat. And all of a sudden, it's just like, it's a different attitude.
So
what you do?
I was like, so
now,
you
know,
so then I was like,
you make yourself see stuff that ain't there.
No. See, that's what
I was like,
sometimes it really ain't nothing.
It wasn't nothing in there. I said, so why are you going through my phone?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean girl.
And but here's the thing, and here's what we don't like.
Yeah.
You know, I'm asking you a question because I want to have this conversation. Because if this is the issue, let's talk about it, right? The worst thing you could do is lie, right? Because once the first lie comes, I know it's going to be several after that. So why you go through my phone? I didn't go through your phone.
So she ain't
Yes, you did. So, I mean, let's talk about it. You went through my phone. What are you trying to gain from it? You know what I'm saying? Is there something in the past that happened? Because I'm telling you, like you said up front, the type of person I am. I'm giving you, so you won't have to worry about hearing nothing on the streets. I'm giving you from the mouth itself. This is what it is. And I think sometimes it is a trust issue, you know, that we have, and we don't bury that before we go into the next one.
That's because you haven't grown and healed.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You haven't grown and healed, and because you don't want to be alone. This is what I see nowadays. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of people, and I see a lot of posts, and I see them from women. Well, I don't see why I got to heal. Shoot, let's just jump on to the next one.
No, but you know, okay, so I will say this, like there's some relationships you don't gotta heal from because there are some. You know what I'm saying? You just keep.
But here's the thing. I mean, I get that everybody is different.
Right.
But if there's certain things that you're seeking, you're gonna have to take that time because those things take time.
Right.
When you're talking about love and marriage, that's not something that. And you're talking about having a life partner that want to work to be, you know, like my parents to death do us part till it actually takes your last breath. That's work. And if you're not willing to put in the work, the sacrifice, the ups and downs that come with it, but there's some days that you ain't gonna love them like you loved them 2 weeks ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? but there is more to it, right? Like you said, there's more to it than love. It is the commitment that they made of solitude, to be by you within sickness and health, that they ever waited for you, things of that nature. That's a lot of stuff outside of love, like you said, that's going to keep that going. But we have nowadays is we have a thing where we're gonna, I ain't gonna waste my time.
Like I said,
It's they got a timetable. There's a timetable for women. I will say this: there is a timetable for men when it comes to giving themselves emotionally to a woman, because it's a little bit harder for men to just jump back into a relationship when they've been really truly hurt and they've given it their all.
Unless they're a hoe.
You know what I'm saying? They're just not going to just fall head over heels. So it does take time. And if you're looking for a microwave relationship, it's the marriages, that's what you're gonna get. If you want something that's thoroughly cooked, it's gonna come out like it's supposed to with the right ingredients, then it's worth the wait.
Yeah,
because if it's worth the wait, it's gonna take you to that next level. It's gonna take you to that next level. He's gonna grow. You're gonna grow. If y'all gonna build a family, y'all are gonna know how to build that structure from the foundation up. That microwave stuff is what it is, and so you know what to expect from it. It's quick, it's easy, and once you're done with it, hey, you just putting in the next.
It's disposable.
I would add to
But
that.
Sometimes it ain't all the way done.
Sometimes you got to know what temperature to put it on.
I think we all know the definition of insanity. A lot of us, when it comes to choosing a person, we keep choosing the exact same person and keep wondering why it never works out, why nothing changes, because you keep choosing the same person. Yes, you may like the three little qualities, but you got to accept all the bad too. And I've seen it, especially with some of my homegirls, where they'll be with somebody who's very toxic. They can see all the signs, oh, this person's very bad for me. But then, before they can even break up, they already got three other dudes lined up who are the exact same person. Oh, he make me feel good. But he gonna be the same way. So why would you even want to go with that person? And I see some of my homies do the same thing too, where they get a girl, they know she ain't no good. She cheating them all the time. She using them for money or something, whatever. And they go back and find somebody that's the exact same. And I think that's like another big problem too, is we don't know how to choose people right. We don't know how to vet people doing like the dating process.
Well, I think it's because you haven't grown. You haven't taken the time to heal your inner self. A lot of times, it be that inner child in you that picks these people that's been hurt, and like the adult hasn't grown up and realized like, okay, if I want better, I gotta do better type deal. You constantly miss out on opportunities because you're looking for those things that you thought made you feel good. I mean, what you fall in love with someone when you're 20 years old is going to be totally different when you fall in love with somebody at you're 30. Hopefully, if you've grown up and you've matured and you've learned yourself. A lot of times people don't learn who they are and they're jumping from relationship to relationship thinking that the relationship is going to make them happy, when really you need to make yourself happy first. I mean, the foundation actually starts with yourself. If your foundation is not good, then how the hell can you build a foundation with somebody else? And it's just like, it's a waste of time. You're wasting somebody else's time because you're not healed. And a lot of times people think, oh, this person was just toxic. No, your ass was toxic too. You chose the person that wasn't good for you. Maybe unintentionally. Maybe it was unintentional.
Yes, I think some of us don't like to take accountability for our own stuff. We act like our shit don't stink sometimes. Yeah. And sometimes we do have the bad choices.
My shit smell like roses.
Never just one night it. When it's late, I hit your line. I know you coming every time. You got selfish with my body. It's taking over my mind. Like it when you bend me